mean, I think the last time we was in Houston, I told you how great he's been since he picked up basketball.
KD, I think it's what you mentioned, the business of getting buckets, if that's the goal of basketball.
I would say KD the first time I lined up against him, man. Just because, to me, he's so disrespectful with his game.
It's still crazy we're doing it, at this level, still at this, stage of our careers. Competitor like that, all-time great like that. You go, back and forth, and you're inspired by his level. I'm sure the same, vice versa.
What makes Kevin Durant so hard to guard isn't just that he scores. It's that NBA players keep describing the same feeling after guarding him: helplessness. Not because they didn't try hard enough, not because they didn't prepare, but because at some point they realized the shots they were forcing him into were the shots he wanted all along. And you'll notice that that's the main point when NBA players explain why KD is so hard to guard. Before Kevin Durant became impossible to guard, he looked impossible to build. Normally, 7-foot players were supposed to live near the rim. But Durant entered the league and turned everything on its head. Too tall for perimeter defenders, too skilled for big men, too smooth for his own size. One-time NBA champion PJ Tucker described it as a video game.
We're like one of the two best teams in the country. This kid's coming in, it's like, whatever, dog. I mean, everything he does right now, he was doing it. He's passing half, and I remember LaMarcus standing there feet on the three-point line, and he just as he pulled up, it was so much, it was I was literally looking at it what, hold on. Driving by guys, dunking, it was crazy. It was like a video game.
But PJ had always seen it, even before KD got into the league.
I read a story about when you were at Texas and he came to visit, and he came with you. So you knew then that he was going to be like this.
Listen, man, I knew then. I knew he was a junior high school that he was the best player in the world. Really? And I'm not just saying it it's not Kobe's my guys.
Maybe not at the time, but you knew
yeah,
at
it's
some point
he's
he was
gonna
going to be
he's one of those guys, he's one of those guys right now.
And just wait till we get to the part where Tucker talks about having to trick himself just to even compete with KD. But before that, it's worth noting how Kevin Durant grew his game over time. The legendary Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant, spoke on this from a place of admiration. But he was speaking like someone who had actually tried to stop KD.
Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Kevin Durant. That was the one that I retired without really having being able to figure out what it is that he, how I can stop him.
Why?
When he first came in the league, he was easy to defend because he couldn't go right and shoot. You should kind of shoot across his face. So that was a weakness that he had. Also in the post, he couldn't turn left shoulder. Everything was right shoulder. So that gave me areas that I could shut off. Right, and then he started developing it. And now he can pull up left, he can pull up right. He can shoot the long ball. He has runners, left hand, right hand. Before he had a left hand finish at the rim, I could always send him left, force him all the way to the basket. Even with the advantage of his size, he was still uncomfortable finishing with his left. So I could clamp the right hand and now force him into tough situations. But now he developed that.
That was Kobe Bryant explaining the entire evolution of Kevin Durant and describing the exact moment he became more than just an extraordinary scorer. So, what does it mean to be more than an extraordinary scorer? Just listen to Pat Beverly and Lou Williams after KD dropped 50 on them.
What more could you have done to slow Kevin down, especially in the first half?
I answer this.
Go ahead. Answer.
What you think? You played basketball before? What you think? Honestly, that's an honest question. What you think? You watch a lot of basketball. You with ESPN. I mean, he's Kevin Durant.
I promise we tried.
Lou Williams even took things further.
We tried everything. So we tried everything. We had several different coverages for KD, and
they didn't work.
Dude, yeah, like sometimes you come across special people, and it doesn't matter what you send to them. It's no scheme. It's no it's no nothing that you can do with special people. He's one of them.
2017 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 9-time NBA All-Defensive Team selections, and 2017 NBA Steals leader Draymond Green was once asked who the hardest player to guard was. His answer was, and I quote, Kevin Durant. Nobody is impossible to guard, but he is as close to impossible as it gets. And that's why so many defenders describe guarding KD almost like a mental exhaustion rather than a physical matchup. Remember when I said Tucker once described having to trick himself to even compete with Kevin Durant? Here it is.
He's like, stop hacking me. I'm like, I'm not gonna stop. Like, we got face to face. I'm not going anywhere. Like, it's that tricking myself because he's killing me. Like, he's got 50. He's gonna score 50. I'm telling my teammates he's gonna score 50. Y'all guard y'all man. He's gonna score.
This is the moment most defenders give up because here, PJ is talking like somebody trying to emotionally survive the experience of guarding Durant. And this is coming from one of the toughest and most physical defenders of his generation. That's what separates Durant from most elite scorers. Great scorers punish mistakes. Durant punishes good defense too. Don't take my word for it. Take it from one of the game's best defenders, Jimmy Butler.
Harden, KD, LeBron.
One, KD, as I said early on. Like,
he's the hardest.
Fuck. To me, he's so disrespectful with his game because he's 7 feet and he can shoot over anybody. You know what I mean? So he'll be like, yo, good D. Like, what can you do? He's shooting fadeaways off one leg.
Dribbling.
All you can do is look over at the bench and be like, yo, guard him.
In fact, not only does Kevin Durant beat his defenders physically and psychologically, he even forces the fan in them to come out.
Like, the one shot he had against us, that really just made me usually guys do, great plays in the game on the opposite team, and I'm just like, all right, let's go. Like, take the ball out, let's go. But a couple of his buckets, I'm sitting there pausing for a second, God damn.
And this is partly why lots of NBA players are fans of Kevin Durant. You see, the game of basketball is basically about putting the ball inside a hoop, and no one seems to be better at that than KD.
Probably just because he's so good. I mean, he's 7 feet. He can score the ball. He can dribble the ball like a guard. He can pass. He can defend. And I just feel like he's the best all-around scorer ever.
Anthony Edwards is probably the biggest superstar in the NBA who has Kevin Durant as his number one. But the point that Ant-Man was trying to make here is that when it comes to buckets, no one does it better than KD. JJ Redick and Paolo Banchero couldn't have said it any better than this.
The business of getting buckets, if that's the goal of basketball.
Like I said, all those guys is great players, but in terms of a guy who you can't stop, you can, double team a guy, you can pack the paint on a guy and make it difficult for him. But with KD, there's really nothing you can do. Playing against KD, I think, was kind of my little welcome to the NBA moment. I guarded him for most of that game, and it was really just nothing you could do.
Every generation has scorers who dominate for stretches, but Durant became something different. He became the player defenders could prepare for perfectly and still walk away feeling helpless against. That's why the word unguardable follows him everywhere now. Not because he literally cannot be defended, but because he forces defenders into a reality where great defense still means so little against him. But do you agree when these players say KD is the hardest to guard? Let's hear your thoughts. And if you want to understand why Kevin Durant's legacy became one of the most controversial debates in basketball history, watch Charles Barkley Was Totally Right About Kevin Durant next.